Hello everyone, Emily here. Welcome back to our 5th challenge sponsored by EzFlow. For this challenge, we were asked to recreate one of the 7 wonders or one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. I decided to recreate the Great Wall of China. I learned so much about our world from this challenge, so first off, I wanted to thank EzFlow for giving us such an educational challenge. Let's get started. I started off by making a square shape out of a form, and using a mixture of unearth and cover paint to start sculpting out my fortress that sits along the Great Wall. I chose to do the Great Wall of China because I was drawn to the amazing history behind it all. I'll be throwing in some fun facts about the wall throughout my video. When I'm building out the walls of my fortress, I make sure I dry out my bead as much as I can, that way I have a lot of control over the product for my shape. The wall was built in the 14th through 17th century AD during the Ming Dynasty, and it actually never efficiently prevented invaders from entering China. Once I was finished sculpting the shape, I covered with a thin layer of pearlescent petal from the Ethereal Blossom kit, and started sculpting out my brick with unearth one by one. I only had to dip my brush one time, and I was able to sculpt a couple bricks before having to reload my monomer. Despite its long history, the Great Wall of China as it exists today was constructed mainly during the Ming Dynasty, which was between 1358 and 1644. To achieve a small bead, roll your brush on a paper towel after dipping it into the monomer to release some of the liquid. Using the same mixture as before, I start sculpting out the roof of my fortress, measuring along the way to make sure it fits and making adjustments where I need. I made a second top to make it look like a pagoda, and now I'm going in and adding detail along the roof. Today, the Great Wall is generally recognized as one of the most impressive architectural feats in human history, and is speculated that more than 400,000 men died during the construction of the wall. Make sure you're really drying the beads of acrylic out when you're doing fine detail so it keeps the shape and you don't have to struggle too much with working it into the place you want it. I added the top of the roof and then added details to the edges just like the first one. I sculpted out my nail with the EzFlow clear and then popped it off to make everything easier to attach. Using the mixed acrylic, I created a floor to set my fortress on top of and started building out the length for my stairs. Estimates of the wall's length vary from 1,500 to 5,000 miles, but a survey carried out in 2012 suggests the wall is more like 13,000 miles and would take about 18 months to walk. Once the stairs were finished, I used unearth to attach the wall piece and blended it in to make it look like one solid piece. Once the acrylic was set a little bit, I used something sharp to scratch in lines to give it more of an earthy feel. I finished the wall off by adding the brick detailed on the sides and adding detail along the edges. And here is my finished nail, a section of the Great Wall. The Chinese dragon that guards the gates of the Huangjiaguan Pass, a warrior statue, up-close details of part of the wall, and the Chinese symbols for the Great Wall. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, voting starts February 19th, and I hope to see you next week. Bye!